Uh, Hello, everyone. Good evening to you. So today we are here presenting the daily job seeker online career clinic, which we are doing usually, and we are discussing about different jobs and skills related to the trends in the market. So here I am, Amna Hussain, representing from Navafiz. Today is something special that we have our guest with us and who will be discussing some insights about the current scenario on the economy. So we will be inviting him very soon. With me, I have Mr. Liaquat Ali, who will be there with us in the whole program, and I'm so much excited to be the part of this show today. So yes, Mr. Liaquat, how are you doing today?
Good. Thanks, Amna. Thank you very much. It's nice to have this daily dose, and especially we have your support plus special guest. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and it's delighted to have you. All right, so should we just roll on the show now? So I would like to invite our guest also. He is none other than Mr. Naveed Anwar from UAE. He is a fellow member of Institute Certified Public Accountant of Pakistan, UAE chapter. He's also having a diverse and extensive experience in accounts and financial management. So today we will be discussing something really the different topics with Naveed, and also we would be like having the highlight of himself as introduction, that who is Mr. Naveed. So welcome Naveed to the show.
Thank you very much, Amna. Thank you very much, Liaquat, for inviting me to your show.
Yeah, it's an honor for us to have you. So we and everyone would like to know about yourself, about you, that who is Naveed Anwar.
For you, me to know, we have to reel some 40 years back. I was born in a middle class family in a village in Pakistan named Guinki. It's situated in Sialkot. I started my education from Guinki itself. I completed my metric from there. I did my matriculation somewhere in 1996. And after I completed my 10th standard, I got admission in FSC in Sialkot itself. Here is something interesting, Amna, I'll tell you. When I finished my metric exams, I went to Faisalabad to one of my cousin's home. One of my cousin's friend, he used to, he's palmist. He used to read the hands, and I met him. He took the print shot of my hand and read my hand lines, and he told me, "Hey, Naveed, आप फ्यूचर में मैथमेटिक्स में you will progress करोगे, बहुत तरक्की करोगे इसमें." So I took that time as a joke, but I think this is something which is really a knowledge. इसमें palmistry को बोलते हैं. So anyhow, I came back and I took admission in FSC engineering with mathematics. I studied for almost 1 year. That time, my father was not around. He used to be in KSA for livelihood. और मुझे पता चला उस टाइम पे कम्युनिकेशन इस तरह से नहीं थी जैसे आज है व्हाट्सएप और दूसरे रिसोर्सेज. तो उस टाइम पे कभी कभार 2-3-4 महीने के बाद एक खत आना, तो कम्युनिकेशन इस तरह से थी. तो मुझे पता चला कि माय फादर वांटेड टू बी अ डॉक्टर. व्हाट आई डिड, I studied engineering for 1 year, and then I switched my line and I got admission in another college in biology. I studied biology for almost uh, 2 years, and I couldn't get admission in medicine because my grades were low. Of course, in
Okay.
Pakistan, it's quite difficult to, you know, get admission in medical college. There is too much competition, and I was not that kind of guy at that time. कि जो बड़ा पढ़ाकू टाइप का हो. So after 2 years, मैं बड़ा परेशान कि what I should do now. So one of my friend, he is now living in UK. I'm very thankful to him. He told me about chartered accountancy. I got the admission uh, in CA in Sialkot itself. अच्छा इस दौरान FSC और CA के admission के दौरान I wasted 1 year. I was doing nothing, just thinking what I should do. So it's somewhere, I believe, in 2000 when I get back to my education and started my CA. I completed the CAF. उस टाइम पे उसको CA इंटर बोलते थे in 2004, और then I started my training. अगर आप जानते हैं कुछ CA में आपको 4 साल की ट्रेनिंग करनी पड़ती है to complete
Yeah.
your certification. So I didn't finish that either because of some financial circumstances. I had to come to UAE, but I didn't give up with my studies. I did my BBA honors. Then I had break off again 3-4 years. I started my MS in business administration, which I completed last year. I think study is something which is a continuous process.
Definitely. Yes,
You
it
you
is. So,
should, yeah,
mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
you
So
should keep doing
basically,
it. We should keep doing it. एक उर्दू का मुहावरा है कि इल्म हासिल करो गोद से लेके गोर तक. So I'm still a
yeah.
student, and
Oh,
I'm
that's
pursuing
great.
my PhD in finance from
That's
Asia University. I'm
okay.
writing a
So
thesis actually.
okay, that's great about you. So if I ask you that describe Naveed Anwar in just one line or some words, so what it would be?
See, I'm a student, and
Okay,
I spent my life in studying. A life is not something which is very easy to go, but you have to take it easy to go to move forward.
definitely. And of course, not making too much complaints about the life also. That's great to know about your introduction, Mr. Naveed. So yeah, that is a journey. It's always a journey from like childhood and then
Exactly.
our education, then our career. So yes, so we would be moving on something for the next question.
Yeah, Naveed, it was really nice, interesting introduction, a kind of inspiration story also. What I would like to ask a bit basic kind of question. Normally, we all go through this phase. Like for example, in my case, I was thinking that I will become a scientist, but eventually I am something different. So,
Wow.
what was your childhood dream?
लियाकत साहब, आप साइंसदान बनना चाहते थे. I think I had the same passion when I was a kid. I wanted to be a researcher in the field of astronomy.
Uh-huh.
I always wonder when I look over sky and try to imagine the vastness of the universe. See how big the sky is, और जिस जमीन सियारे पे हम रह रहे हैं, अगर हम आसमान की तरफ देखें तो मतलब ये कुछ भी नहीं है. इससे बहुत बड़े बड़े सितारे आपको नजर आएंगे. तो इससे अल्लाह की कुदरत पर यकीन आ जाता है. I wanted to explore the universe, but what do you think? You may never, you may not achieve. तो जो आपके नसीब में होता है, आपको वही मिलता है. एक आप प्लानिंग करते हैं और जो बड़ा प्लानर है वो ऊपर बैठा हुआ है. So I landed up in the field of finance, and Alhamdulillah, I'm doing quite pretty well. I believe wherever you are and whatever you're doing, we should always work for giving something back to the community. मैं जब I was kid, that time also I was having same wishes Okay, I wanted to be a researcher because I want to give something back to the community. तो आप जहाँ पर भी हैं आपको you should give something back to the community. आज when I see our economic system, I see it's extremely disbalanced. 95% of wealth is owned by just 5% of population of this globe, or 5% of wealth is distributed among 95% of population. So I'm working something over. This is my PhD topic as well. So I hope I will give something back to the community. It's also
Okay.
we can say that it's also research. So in fact, not in astronomy, but in the field of finance, I would be fulfilling my that dream.
Okay.
Right.
So
Great,
so
great.
so it's like this also, that you didn't have any dream like to become a motorbiker, like kids do have it. You were always an imaginary or visionary person, and it happens like when we are as a child. So like we can think like this also. In childhood, we can understand that how we would be. That's what I think. Otherwise, we have different dreams in childhood, and again, it extend in our personal and career life too. Yeah.
Amma, you're right. I think it
Right.
is something which keep going with you. I want to be a racer, and in fact, I used to play Xbox
Yeah. See,
almost
these
twice
were
or
the
thrice
things
a
I was
week. I
thinking
used
about.
to I used to play
Yeah,
racing
yeah.
games over there. So it is something which ये आपके hobbies में आ जाता है.
Right.
Ji. Naveed, before we move forward, if you can just place yourself in the center of the camera, is it possible? If you can move little bit, so your
On
face will be in the center of the
okay,
screen.
you want me to be on right or left?
If
I
you,
think right.
yeah,
Yeah,
now it's
yeah, yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Right now, yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
All right.
That's
Great.
good.
Great.
Over to
Okay.
you, Amna.
Yeah. So now we would like to know about your career. How did you think about your career when you were having the qualifications? And then what made you landed over in UAE? And what did you have in your mind? What were your future prospects or your mindset calling that this would be something which I would be doing? So what's the journey behind that?
Well, Amna, I started my career right after I completed my FSC exams. Uh, I started my career as a teacher. I used to give home tuitions along with my study of CA. I was studying as well as financing myself through home tuitions. Then I used to be a visiting lecturer at two colleges, one named Pioneer College and one Scan School of Accountancy. Both are in fact still in Sialkot. But when I completed my CA intermediate, I switched my career. As I said earlier, that for CA, you need to have a training of 4 years. So I switched my career. I left my teaching a journey of which span over 5 years, and I moved to industry, and I started training in finance and accounting in Nasser and Company Chartered Accountants, which is also in Salcode. I did training over there for almost 3 years. Then, because of financial circumstances, I had to move to UAE. I landed up in UAE somewhere in 2008 beginning. Here again, something interesting.
What?
I landed up at night, I believe, December 2007. The next day, I submitted my resume and to Talal Abu Ghazal. It's also an audit firm, and I got job right next day.
The next day? Wow.
Yes, right next day. I was very lucky. I will mention here.
You must be wearing
I
something like Lucky Charm, maybe. Something wearing, you must be wearing. I mean, yeah, this is something wow for me. Yeah.
I have always been lucky. I'll mention here. Yes, I have been hardworking. I have
Yeah.
seen tough times, but I will say that I was always lucky. I am blessed. Alhamdulillah. So I worked with Talal Bughzal for 6 years. I worked with them as a senior auditor. I worked with them as a financial consultant, business, a senior business evaluator, and somewhere in 2013, I left them. I joined another group. It was a hotel industry named Oris. They had 5 hotels that time. I worked with them for almost 4 years, but due to some crunch that a hotel industry, that company had to close itself. So I switched to another industry. Now I'm working with the Nizak Distribution. It's a distribution company, and I'm working with them since last 2.5 years. As far as you asked about my future, I think nobody can predict future. But there is something which I can say with confidence that wherever I would be working and whatever I would be doing with honesty, commitment, and full dedication.
Right. That's so nice to know about it. One thing interesting I am seeing, and I really want to know about from you, that how about making this concept, or are you a philanthropist? What is this? What is this connection with this? I just want to know because that is something really interesting. International philanthropist, or how it was created or being in you.
Amna, let me ask a question from you. क्या आपने कभी किसी पुअर को उसकी हेल्प करी है?
Definitely. Yeah.
Then you are also
And
a philanthropist.
yeah, I mean, I would love to support, and by all means, and whatever I
Mhm.
can, with my best. So definitely, yes.
This is what philanthropy is. I am associated with the International Lions Club
Yeah.
since 2015. So we used to do little projects like हम लोग डॉक्टर्स को अरेंज करते हैं किसी गांव में पाकिस्तान में वहाँ पे उनके जो सारे वहाँ पे उनको टेस्ट वगैरह फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट करते हैं प्लस इफ एनीबडी is homeless, we used to provide them we used to give them money so he can
The support.
build his
Yeah.
home. So
Yeah.
it's a kind of sport. So this is what I believe philanthropy is. I think
Yeah. Yeah. It's all about.
somehow everybody is a philanthropist in his life.
Somewhere or yeah, somewhere or there
Yeah,
in their life. Yeah, definitely.
exactly.
Yes. So what we have next, Mr. Liaqat?
Naveen, it's really great. Before I move to the most important question of our show, which is related to the current situation and current scenario, I just want to know
Okay.
if somebody wants to join these lines, how he can join.
uh you can browse. I think they have big platform. They are the biggest charity foundation organization. If you want to join over here, you can browse it and you will find a lot of people. But if you want to join back in Pakistan, I can help you. You just need to have a will. You will find the
Right.
way.
Right. I will discuss in private with you. That's how
Sure,
we can
sure, no
process.
problem.
I will after the show. So
Sure.
now the most important question, which was basically the part of our main agenda, that since this situation has prevailed in all over the globe, and economy is getting down, and organizations are also feeling kind of suffering situation. So in this situation, based on your experience and your thoughts, what do you think in these circumstances, uh, when everybody is trying to see this? So what is your thought about this, and how what is your what kind of solution you propose?
Fine. Liaquat, it's really a tough time for everybody. It's not something which is national. It's now, this pandemic is a global thing. Uh, Organizations are trembling to survive their business. Uh, but before I pinpoint your answer to your question, I would like to give you some statistics. As per International Labor Organization, before COVID-19, global unemployment was 190 million. And it is estimated that COVID-19 could have an impact of 195 million of global job losses. 195 million, it's a big number. So job losses are going to be double, it's estimated. And the main thing which is worrying is that 2 out of 5 job losses would be of permanent in nature. And here the problem will start. See, Lakat, it's very easy for any organization to say goodbye to employees, but I want to emphasize that employees are a human capital. They are equally important like financial working capital. No businessman would like to lose the financial capital in any circumstance. You know how difficult it is for the employee to find right employee for the right job. We can see that there are a lot of employees who are looking for job, but जितना difficult employees के लिए जॉब ढूंढना है, इतना ही difficult employed के लिए right candidate सर्च करना होता है.
Correct.
उसके बाद भी, and when you find a right employee, you're lucky, then still it takes almost 6 months to 1 year for that new employee to understand the system of your company, because every company got a different system. It means that 6 months to 1 year salary amount employer would be investing over the new employee, जो फिर अपने उस time period के बाद then he will start giving you back. Now getting back to your question, if employer decide to lay off his employee, he has to face 2 challenging things. Number 1, laying off employee would be a huge cost for the employer in terms of managing cash flow. He has to pay his end of service benefits, which is not a small amount. It may be a big amount if your employees are working with you since last 10-15 years. So it means 10-15 salaries of that employee would be accumulated as end of service benefits, which you have to pay back in one shot. That will make your cash flow into bottleneck. Knowing the fact that there's liquidity challenge at this moment, mostly companies, they, I will say 99% of the companies, they used to keep, if they are good enough, they used to keep maximum 3 to 4 months of working capital. So if they decide to lay off the employees, I think they would be end up in a big cash flow crunch. Number 2, pandemic will be over sooner or later. We know that. And once it will be over, businessmen will have to go back to job market and start the process of hiring and investing for 6 months to 1 year again. This will only delay picking up the business, and your competitor who managed to keep their employees with them during this hard time will surely have competitive advantage and will gain the market. So first of all, number 1, you ended up in a liquidity crunch. Second, you will lose the market. So I think preserving employee will help recovering businesses, ultimately economy faster. So what do I advise to employers? That they should compromise with employees. They should take them in confidence I'm sure that employees would understand. They know the situation, what's going on. You can offer them paid leaves. You can offer them unpaid leaves. You can do salary reduction. There are
Exactly.
various ways to
That's
save the cost.
yeah.
But
So
yeah, but laying off is for sure not a solution. It will increase your problem.
right, right.
Yeah, and I have seen the company's slogans. They say people are our biggest asset. But when it comes to this situation, I don't know. They just keep it as a slogan, and they don't think that this is actually the reality. That people are the actually biggest asset.
See, Liaquat, I believe that this human capital is more important than your uh, financial capital. I know a lot of people who have the money, but they didn't get the right people, so they lost everything. So employers, they should understand this, and they should take care of them.
Right, right. That's really much. I think this will be something coming on to the company to be a valuable company. Having if they are having the goodwill in the market, a company which is having a goodwill in the market, and then if they are preserving their employees. So my next question would be the same: that how it will help to recover economy if the company are or the employers are thinking to preserve their employee or to take care about their employee in this situation. So what do you think that would be the best? The one thing you can summarize in what employers can think of.
Amna, you just said a very right thing that जो companies employees को lay off करेंगी, uh, it will disturb or it will be a negative impact over their goodwill as well. So they should think about that goodwill is also very important for them.
Right.
Uh, well, as far as the recovering of economy is concerned, there's a equation between people spending and economy that we need to understand first. Amna, the more we spend, the better would be economy. With jobs intact, the spending capacity and demands will remain intact. अगर मेरे पास job नहीं है, I would not be able to. Maybe I would end up in 3-4 months, and I will spend whole of my savings.
Right.
After that, I will not be having anything to spend. So,
Right.
with jobs intact, the spending capacity and demands will remain intact. Means economy cycle will keep going. As jobs and livelihood are outcome of economic activity, means economic growth drives jobs growth. In other way,
Right. Uh-huh.
more jobs with more spending drives economic growth. This is something which goes side by side.
Parallel. Yeah, that's what I'm getting it from.
तो इकोनॉमी चलेगी तो आपकी जॉब्स क्रिएट होंगी, आपकी जॉब्स क्रिएट होंगी, लोग पैसा कमाएंगे, दे विल स्पेंड, और इकोनॉमी व्हेन दे विल स्पेंड तो इकोनॉमी चलती रहेगी.
It will be
So this
rise.
goes
Right.
in parallel.
Right. It's
Now, yeah, now in this pandemic, it has brought economies to a virtual standstill. But this is not something which is going to prevail forever. We will have vaccine or cure sooner or later, maybe in a month time, 3 months time, 6 months, maximum a year, and situation will get back to normal. And by that time, every entrepreneur would want to get back to pre-COVID position. And this can only be achieved if businessmen are smart enough to keep their resources with them, including human resources.
yeah. Right.
And the government has to play a very important role here. The government,
Vital.
as they have key role, they must come forward and provide wage support to the enterprise to mitigate job losses. And I think in some countries the governments are doing this, like in USA. In USA, we heard that they supported KSA employees to, I think, 40% of salary they are supporting in
That's nice.
New Zealand. So in some other countries as well.
So
I believe
means this is something, yeah, this is something that's it cannot happen. This is happening already.
yes,
Employers
it's
are
happening
working
already.
on it. Right.
Yes, yes. I think investing in saving jobs can be good insurer to put the businesses and ultimately economy back on growth quickly.
Right. And we all hope for the same. And yeah, that would be the best outcome for the employers and the employee parallel with the situation. Definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Right.
it will happen soon. Inshallah, economy would be recovering back very fast. I believe, take it September, October. I think so. I think that things would get back to normal again.
Wow, that's a
Not
very
like
optimistic
exactly like
before.
pre
Uh-huh.
COVID position, but at least it would start picking up.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So yeah, one thing I want to mention over here that I am not too much into always this economical topics or something, but I am really enjoying the simplicity of the answers and the discussion by Naveed. Yeah, what do you say, Liaquat?
Yeah, yeah.
You are into this thing, but I am completely not too much into it. But
Yeah,
yes,
even economics is not also my subject, but somehow the situation and the whatever is happening around is impacting almost everyone.
exactly.
Uh, so Naveed has explained the one part, I mean the employer side, that what is beneficial for employer, but mostly the more suffering is on the employee side, especially those who are on risk of losing job, or those who have some have lost all job already. So I would like to ask Naveed के जिन लोगों को जो लोग इस सिचुएशन का सामना कर रहे हैं एज ए एम्प्लॉय, तो उनको आप क्या सजेस्ट करेंगे कि वो कैसे अपनी जॉब को सिक्योर कर सकते हैं, कैसी क्या वो एक्शन लें कि ये उनका जॉब लॉस का प्रोसेस जो है वो रिड्यूस हो सके, रिस्क उनके काम से कम हो सके.
Well, Liaquat, I think employee and employer relation is also like a vendor and customer. I always say that employee skills are a product. It's a product. If I'm doing my job, means I'm selling my product to my company. So just like other products that needed innovation all the time, employees' skills require innovation as well. uh, Nokia, if you know, back somewhere in 2004 or 5, it was a big giant. They had almost 99% of the market share. And today they are almost no more in the scene. What's the reason? Why? Because they didn't develop their product, they didn't adapt. So, development with the passage of time is very important. Similarly, for employees, I think it's very important that they adapt themselves, they adapt to new techniques, and it's very right time to acquire new skills. They need to learn new techniques. They should be keep watching that what's going on in the market. Uh, they should be learning new skills, new techniques, so they can keep themselves within the market. Otherwise, they would be vanish from the market sooner or later.
That's really a great point. And even few days back we are used to have our wisdom bites session where we used to discuss the quotations and thoughts of famous philosophers, and we discussed this uh, from Darwin. He says that even humans or animals who is not adaptable, they are not in the survival mode. So this
Exactly,
adaptability and flexibility is the key of survival. So and we
it's very
also discussed
important.
points that, like, the situation came in the beginning, everybody was in the fear phase. He was afraid what happened, what will happen. Then in between, he was in the learning phase. That okay, now we know how to deal with the situation. Like we have to wear mask and we have to do this and we have to do this. So that fear was over and learning came, and then after that, the people get used to it now. So that's the phase of evolution. That if you don't adopt or you don't be flexible or you don't improvise, तो मुश्किल हो सकती है.
Right.
लियाकत, डार्विन साहब को अगर आपने पढ़ा हो तो मतलब इस्लामिक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से हटके अगर आपने अडाप्ट ना किया होता तो मे बी ह्यूमंस वुड बी स्टिल मंकी और चिंपैंजी.
Right. Yes. 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 Yeah. So
It's
it's
very
like,
important that we
yeah,
should
it's
keep changing ourselves, and we should adapt to the new environment.
exactly. And the more we accept, that will be easy for us to adapt accordingly. The
You should be
acceptance, yeah.
flexible. Yeah, you should be
Acceptance is
flexible
also
in
very
that.
important. Yeah, yeah. Because some people find difficulty in accepting things in life, in any scenario or in any way. But the more we are flexible enough to accept it, it will be easy for us to understand. So as we have discussed some advices from you about the employees, so I would just want you to highlight some key suggestions or opinions that what fresh graduates at the moment who are just passing their universities and having degrees in their hand, they are fresh grads now in the market, what they should be doing in these times. What do you think, or what suggestion you would be like to give it?
Amma, I always used to quote to youngsters that never ever, don't compare yourself with the others. You are what you are. Don't change yourself to be like someone else who you are very much convinced. You can pretend to be changed person for quite some time, but sooner or later you will start hating yourself, and you will start feeling suffocating, and this is where the problems will start. You can't deny your own DNA. You are what you are. So don't stop being yourself. What you can do is that if you are convinced with someone's ability, adapt to adapt to that person, adapt to acquire new skills, learn new techniques. There is always possibility of doing better. There is always cushion of improvement, and this is something which is a non-stop process. So be yourself.
Right, exactly. That's very honest and a very great suggestion from your side for the fresh graduates, because that's a young blood coming in the market and thinking about their future, that what's gonna be happening. But yes, for on this note, it's very quick and easy to understand that keep on learning the new skills of your interest, of your industry, or of your subjects, and definitely it will help you grow in your future prospects. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Great, great. It was really great. It was nice. I think we can just go through some of the comments which
Yeah,
we
sure.
have from viewers, and then I think we can move to the next segment, which will be some business growth tips from Mr. Hassan, and then after Mr. Shahid, sorry, Mr. Shahid, and then at the end, Neetu will be sharing verified jobs. So let's have some of the comments. Most of the people are just saying Assalamu alaikum and hi. Like for example, from Yusuf Jamil, it is saying Assalamu alaikum. Maryam Irshad, Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Abdul Majid Hanif is saying nice to hear from you all. Thank you. And someone is saying well done, Muhammad Taslim. Well done. Thank you, Muhammad Taslim. Then from Maryam Irshad, yeah, Maryam Irshad is saying about the situation which we discussed, that many companies not thinking about their goodwill, like company for which I was working. So it's some of the real story of Maryam Irshad कि उनके साथ उन्होंने ये सफ़र किया है. बट इस सिचुएशन में हम वही सजेस्ट कर सकते हैं कि हार्ड टाइम आते रहते हैं लाइफ में, बट यू नीड टू कन्वर्ट डिफिकल्टी इनटू अपॉर्चुनिटी. उस टाइम को आप कैसे इफेक्टिव यूज करके उस सिचुएशन से बाहर आ सकते हैं, दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट. तो
See, I think Liaquat, being entrepreneur, let's say you're in business of last 15 or 20 years. So you are earning handsome amount each year. You are earning a good profit. So अगर आपको employees पे 6 महीने एक साल के लिए invest करना पड़ता है in this hard time, uh, I don't think so. It's bad. आप एक साल के profit में से employees को you should retain them. They will definitely, when the normal time will come back, they will definitely give you that thing back.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. And then a last comment from Fiza Fatma is saying, "Nice to see you, Amna," and points well explained.
Thank you.
Right. With this note, I would like to thank Amna and Naveed also. Naveed, it was really, really great. I just want to connect you with one of the fellow member also via this opportunity. If you have 5 minutes with us, I would like to
Sure.
introduce you to you, and then I think it's up to you if time is available, you can. Continue. Otherwise, we will be moving to next segment. So, on this note, I would say thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, Amna. Thank you very much. You want to
Thank you
show
very
Thanks,
us?
much.
Amna. You
You
take
want
care
to
of
sign
yourself.
sign out?
Yes, sure. Thank you very much for having me, and you guys take care. Stay safe. Bye.
All right. Thank you. Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Thank you very much. And now we will. I just want to invite Shahid. Shahid, very quickly, if before we go to the topic, if you can introduce yourself to audience and Naveed also.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum, good evening, namaste, sat sri akal to everybody, and thank you very much for giving me a chance to introduce myself. My name is Mohammad Shahid. I'm a sales business development professional by profession, and I have like 10 plus years of experience of GCC in the furniture sector. That is special kind of furniture that is like lab furniture we used to call laboratory furniture, and office furniture as well, and other furnitures as well. So I have experience in Saudi Arabia, uh, all in the main cities. I was based and I was promoting multinational brands like Hamilton Scientific. It's a USA brand, and Mott from Canada. And recently I was in Dubai, and this is all about me. I'm MBA marketing by education, right?
Great.
Right. Great,
Thank you.
great. So I think because my concept was because I used to say that I love to connect two professionals with each other. So that's my hobby. That's my what I like to do. So whenever I
That
feel
that's
see two
that's
talented
what you are
people,
best at. That's
You
what
are
you are
doing very
very
well.
best at.
right? And with this note, I would like to say thank you, Naveen. Thank you very much. It was really nice, and we will get back to you if we will be having more. And we would like if you can give us another time also with another interesting topic of your favorite and your specialties. And especially, I would like to go with this loin detail also and other details. Before
Sure.
I say thank you, if you have any final message for our audience or whoever are suffering the COVID situation also.
Well, thank you very
Compliments
much,
from my
Liaquat.
side to Mr. Naveen.
Okay, take care, Shahid.
Compliments from my side. I kept
Thank you so
on
very much.
hearing all of you. Your yeah, please.
Thank you. Liaquat, you guys are doing extremely good job. I know a lot of people personally who got job because of your portal. God will definitely bless you for your efforts, and you're doing it free of cost. Uh, well, I believe everybody is worried in this situation, but I would like to say that this is not something which is going to be forever with us. Uh, we should be patient. We should help the needy people, and I'm sure that we together with everybody will go through this situation, and normal days will come back soon, inshallah.
Inshallah. And with this note, thank you. Take care.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you. Over to you, Shahid. We have Neetu also with us. Hi, Neetu.
Hi, Liaquat. Hi,
Hi,
Shahid.
Neetu. Good evening.
Good evening. Good
Yeah, how are
evening.
you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, good,
So
good.
शायद भाई आज का जो मुद्दा है या आपका जो इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है कि अबाउट दी बिजनेस लीड्स उसके बारे में आप क्या शेयर करेंगे?
Yes, thank you very much once again, Mr. Liaquat. Actually, in this whole, my career,
Yeah,
nice
please.
music, huh? In this my whole career, actually, in sales and business development, it depends upon the company's situation. कि कंपनी की सिचुएशन क्या है उसके मुताबिक आप सेल्स और बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट और डायरेक्ट सेल्स या मार्केटिंग, दीज आर ऑल डिफरेंट सेगमेंट्स. तो आप कौन सी स्ट्रेटेजी और कौन सा टूल आप कहाँ यूज कर सकते हैं, so that is the main point. But generally when I appear for interviews or the employer or the interviewer, normally they ask generally ke how you make sales, yeah, what tools you are using for business development. uh, जो भी इस तरह का relevant question है. So same as I learned a 5 finger strategy for LinkedIn from you. So I have a 5 finger strategy for sales and business development.
Right. You have
Right.
copied the idea that's you should tell me before. You should tell me before
I
copying
met
this
you last
idea.
year, Habibi. Yeah, Aki, I met you last year, and this my strategy has been on my fingertips for the last more than 5 years. So this is
Right.
you can say it's a 5 figure strategy. That is the only common thing. आपके LinkedIn के हवाले से, मेरी sales business development के हवाले से.
Right,
So,
good.
Neetu,
Before
I guess you are learning
we move forward,
India.
if can you please come forward so the screen size and camera we have a proper. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That's okay?
No, if you can come more closer. Yeah, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Because there is a shadow for the lighting. Anyhow, so
Yeah.
I will start that 5 finger strategy for it's actually people, they are confusing sales and business development. As per my understanding, sales business development से थोड़ा different होता है, marketing तो totally different. Like in sales, you go and you have a product जो आप present करते हैं, you sell it. जिस तरह के सेल्समैन है, you get money for it, और जो भी आप उसके bilateral trade अगर होती है तो आप commodity के against commodity आपको मिल जाती है, या और सेल्स में आपके क्लाइंट्स एग्जिस्टिंग भी हो सकते हैं, और जो तो सेल्स इट्स अ सिंपल गिव एंड टेक प्रोसेस. लेकिन बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट जहां पे है, सो यू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द वेरी बेसिक रूट्स के यू डोंट हैव एनी कस्टमर, सो यू गो फॉर प्रोस्पेक्टिंग, सस्पेक्टिंग, प्रोस्पेक्टिंग, ठीक है, और उसमें फिर आप क्लाइंट्स डेवलप करते हैं, वो कस्टमर्स बनते हैं, फिर वो आपके लॉयल कस्टमर्स बनते हैं, और फिर वो आपके जो है वो ब्रांड प्रमोटर बनते हैं, वो ब्रांड लॉयल होते हैं. सो दैट इज समथिंग, इफ आई रिकॉल माय एमबीए सब्जेक्ट, तो दैट इज द लास्ट स्टेज. जब वो ब्रांड लॉयल हो जाते हैं, ब्लाइंडली आपके ब्रांड को फॉलो करते हैं, सो दे आर लाइक एसेट ऑफ एवरी कंपनी. सो इन बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट 5 फिंगर स्ट्रेटेजी जो मैं अप्लाई करता हूँ, उसमें सबसे पहले आ जाता है कि if someone is joining to a company, if he is a new person, तो कंपनी उसको बोलते हैं भाई आप, we are not giving you any account, sales accounts, या आपको कस्टमर अभी नहीं, आपको अपने खुद ढूंढने पड़ते हैं. सो दैट इज द पॉइंट जहां पे जो सेल्स पर्सन है उसके हाथ पांव फूलते हैं, अगर उसको बेचारे को if he is not well prepared, और या वो एक फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट है, तो 5 फिंगर स्ट्रेटेजी वहां पे आपको जो है वो हेल्प आउट कर सकती है. सबसे पहले तो दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव लर्नड सिंस बिगिनिंग कि सेल्स में, इफ यू नो योर कंपेटिटर वेल, see what competitor is see what is your competitor doing. आप कुछ
Correct,
और आपको
correct.
कुछ है कि नहीं, तो वो आपको डायरेक्शन दे देगी. मैंने ऐसे लोगों को भी देखा है कि वो कंपेटिटर के सेल्स पर्सन के आई मीन घर के बाहर या ऑफिस के बाहर ही पार्क्स हिज कार या अपनी बाइक या जो भी है, तो ही स्टार्ट फॉलोइंग हिम ऑल द डे। तो देन ही कम टू नो कि वो कहाँ कहाँ जाते हैं और क्या एक्टिविटी होती है, देन ही स्टार्ट एज्यूम। और उसमें सम पीपल दे यूज्ड टू सिट इन द कैफेटेरिया, ठीक है, एंड देन ही कीप वॉचिंग कि किस कंपनी का कौन सा सेल्स रिप्रेजेंटेटिव आ रहा है और वो किससे मिल रहा है या क्या है। सो दिस इज वन थिंग जो कि आपको, अगर आपकी कोई प्रिपरेशन नहीं है, यू आर फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट, तो आप कंपेटिटर को सिंपल फॉलो कर लें, यू विल नो दैट। द सेकंड थिंग इज के, आई मीन फॉर एवरी कंपनी देयर आर डिफरेंट डिपार्टमेंट्स। लाइक आई वाज प्रमोटिंग लैब फर्नीचर, सो देयर वाज अनदर डिपार्टमेंट दैट दे वर प्रमोटिंग लाइक लैब इक्विपमेंट्स, और इसी तरह जो है वो यूजेबल्स होते थे, डिस्पोजेबल प्रोडक्ट्स जो है। तो when they are visiting, they come across to have demands for my product, for example. So if I make good connections and networking with my peers within the company also and out of the company as well, एक कंपनी दूसरा बिजनेस कर रही है लेकिन उस प्रोजेक्ट में आपको फर्नीचर भी चाहिए, उसमें इक्विपमेंट भी चाहिए, और उसमें आपको आई मीन इंटीरियर का भी काम होगा, राइट, इसमें फ्लोरिंग भी है, एक्सटीरियर का काम भी होगा। तो अगर आपकी नेटवर्किंग अच्छी है तो यू कैन गेट द बिजनेस लीड्स फ्रॉम देम आल्सो, द प्रोजेक्ट लीड्स या कैसा है। लेकिन बी केयरफुल कि आपको भी उसके इन लिeu ऑफ दैट आपको भी वैसे ही रिस्पॉन्ड करना पड़ेगा। और इट्स गुड अगर आप उनको बिजनेस लीड पहले देते हैं तो, राइट। सो आफ्टर द कंपेटिटर इट कम्स द पीयर्स, आपके सेम कंपनी में भी हो सकते हैं, आउटसाइडर भी हो सकते हैं। द थर्ड पर्सन इज द थर्ड स्ट्रेटेजी इज डायरेक्ट सेल्स, जो कि करते हैं लोग, गाड़ी स्टार्ट की, दे आर इनटू द मार्केट, दे विल बी विजिटिंग डिफरेंट एरियाज जहां पे प्रोजेक्ट्स चल रहे हैं। व्हाट दे विल डू, दे विल स्टैंड बाय टू द बोर्ड जहां पे लिखा होता है कि who is the competitor, who is the constructor, sorry, contractor, who is some subcontractor, who is consultant, and who is the owner, ठीक है, वो सारी इंफॉर्मेशन होती है। कुछ लोग, आई मीन व्हाट आई यूज्ड टू डू, आई मेक अ पिक्चर, कम बैक होम, उसमें नेसेसरी इंफॉर्मेशन होती है जो कि उसको मैं ज्यादा एक्सप्लोर कर लेता होता हूँ इंटरनेट के ऊपर, राइट। सो यू कैन गेट द मोर डिटेल्स अबाउट द कंपनीज, चाहे वो कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स हो, कंसल्टेंट हो, या ओनर ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट हो, या कोई भी हो। सो देयर यू कैन स्टार्ट योर लव स्टोरी, आप यू कैन स्टार्ट योर जर्नी टुवर्ड्स योर सेल्स। तो और इसके अलावा, आई मीन दीज आर द थ्री थिंग्स। द फोर्थ वन इज जो आपके सेटिस्फाइड कस्टमर्स होते हैं, विच आर वेरी हैप्पी, आई मीन फ्रॉम यू। आप किसी को अच्छी सर्विस देते हैं, आप अच्छी प्रोडक्ट देते हैं, टाइमली डिलीवरी देते हैं, अच्छी प्राइस देते हैं। सो दैट इज द पॉइंट जब कस्टमर इज हैप्पी विद यू, ठीक है, ड्यू टू योर सर्विसेज, ड्यू टू योर प्रोडक्ट, कोई भी इसको अच्छा, तो उसके फेस एक्सप्रेशन अगर आप देखते हैं उस वक्त आप उसको बोल सकते हैं, सर, आई मीन इफ यू कैन रिकमेंड माय प्रोडक्ट टू योर इन योर नेटवर्क, या वो खुद ही बोल सकता है कि यार आप उधर भी प्रोजेक्ट्स आ रहे हैं, उधर भी आ रहे हैं, सो ट्राई ओवर देयर। सो आपके जो सेटिस्फाइड कस्टमर होते हैं ना, वो आपके अनपेड जो हैं वो दे आर वोकल, और यू कैन से दे आर मार्केटिंग
लाइक रेफरेंस। जैसे जॉब सर्च में भी नॉर्मली क्या होता है कि आपके बेस्ट रेफरेंस जो हैं वो लोग होते हैं जिनके साथ आपने पहले काम किया हुआ है, राइट, क्योंकि वो आपको जानते हैं, उन्हें आपकी स्ट्रेंथ भी पता है, उन्हें आपकी वीकनेस भी पता है, उन्हें दे नो योर इन एंड आउट, तो उनको आप पे ऊपर कॉन्फिडेंस होता है। ज्यादातर केसेस में कॉन्फिडेंस होता है अगर आप अच्छे परफॉर्मर रहे हैं। अगर आप बुरे परफॉर्मर रहे हैं तो देन इट गोज नेगेटिव आल्सो। तो ऑलमोस्ट जो स्ट्रेटजी आप सेल्स में बता रहे हैं, ऑलमोस्ट दिस ऑल ऑफ दिस स्ट्रेटजीज अप्लाई इन इवन जॉब हंट आल्सो। यस, गोइंग ऑन नंबर 5।
यस, और इसमें जो है एक पॉइंट मैं मेंशन करूंगा, जो आपका सेटिस्फाइड कस्टमर होता है ना, वो व्हेन ही इज सिटिंग, आई मीन व्हेन ही इज मीटिंग इन हिज नेटवर्क या उधर फोन पे या कैसे भी, तो पीपल आर आस्किंग तुम्हारे प्रोजेक्ट की क्या बना, आई मीन किस स्टेज पे है, देन ही विल टेल ओ आई एम डन। और वो अगर पॉजिटिव रिमार्क्स देता है तो द अदर पर्सन जो उसके नेटवर्क में है, तो ही बिकम्स ईगर कि कौन सी कंपनी थी, कौन है, कैसा है। तो अगर आपकी सर्विसेज अच्छी हैं वहां पे, तो डेफिनेटली आपको वहां से 2-4 बिजनेस लीड्स मिलेंगी, दिस इज फॉर श्योर। और अगर आपने सर्विसेज अच्छी नहीं दी या कहीं पे कुछ लैक है तो यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल, राइट? सो इट्स बेटर कि आप थोड़ा सिलेक्टिव हो जाए इस मामले में. द लास्ट वन, yeah, the last one is something like it's like a magic. Everything is on internet.
Correct.
Everything is on internet. नेट पे है, आप गूगल कर लेते हैं, जिसको मैं बोलता हूँ ऑनलाइन डाटा जो है वो उसके साथ आपको प्ले करना पड़ता है. तो आपको किस सेक्टर में कोई प्रोजेक्ट्स चाहिए, कोई प्रोडक्ट्स चाहिए, आप उसमें थोड़ा डीपली काम करेंगे. तो मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ है कि वहां से मुझे जो बिजनेस लीड्स मिली, आई यूज्ड टू कॉल देम, हेलो, गुड मॉर्निंग, आई एम कॉलिंग फ्रॉम दिस कंपनी, सर आई केम टू नो के आपके यहाँ ऐसा ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट इज गोइंग ऑन ओवर देयर. सो माय कंपनी इज, आई मीन आफ्टर आस्किंग हिम कैन आई टॉक टू यू फॉर अ मिनट, और उसके बाद मैं डिटेल करता. तो कई कुछ बार ऐसा हुआ कि उधर से कंप्लीट साइलेंस आ गई. सो एक्सक्यूज मी, हेलो, एंड द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो वो पूछते हैं, who gave you my number? This is my personal number. Can you tell me? You understand that? और honestly, I mean, sometimes हाँ, वो क्लाइंट का ये मेरा पर्सनल नंबर है, तो मैं फिर उनका ऑफिशियल नंबर लेके पर्सनल उनका डिलीट कर देता. एंड फर्स्ट यू टेल मी, who gave you my number? Who gave you my number? This is my personal number. This, और आपको जाहिर है क्लाइंट को आपने अनॉयड तो नहीं करना. So you can tell, सर आपका ये नंबर जो है, इट्स आई गॉट इट फ्रॉम इंटरनेट या बिजनेस लीड से लिया है. आप अपना डिस्क्लोज नहीं कर सकते आपने कौन से क्या बोलते हैं रिसोर्स से लिया है, राइट? तो यू हैव टू, ओह माय गॉड,
जी बोले,
कैन यू हियर मी? यस, सॉरी.
If you can just Shahid, if you can just repeat the headlines. Main, what are these 5 जो 1 2 3 4 5 की अगर आप हेडलाइन देते हैं, क्योंकि नॉर्मली क्या होता है व्हेन वी गो इन द फ्लो, तो जो पिछला सबक है वो भूल जाता है, अगला याद रह जाता है. तो अगर
वो मैं ऐसे करता हूं ना,
अगर हम आखिर में रिवाइज कर दें, इफ यू जस्ट क्विकली गिव द हेडलाइंस
इन द कमेंट्स आल्सो. उसमें से ऐसा है कि सबसे पहले तो आप कंपेटिटर्स को फॉलो करते हैं कि वो क्या करते हैं.
करेक्ट.
दैट विल गिव यू अ क्लियर डायरेक्शन, उनकी क्या एक्टिविटीज हैं, कैसे सेल प्रमोशन कर रहे हैं, क्या है, ठीक है. और सेकंड आ जाता है पीयर्स, जो आपके विद इन द कंपनी दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट काम कर रहे हैं या दूसरी कंपनीज में आपके एक्स कोलीग्स हैं या आपके नेटवर्क में है, जो कि फॉर एग्जांपल इंटीरियर का काम करते हैं एंड यू आर सेलिंग फर्नीचर, तो यू कैन एक्सचेंज द बिजनेस लीड्स, ठीक है. और तीसरे नंबर पे है, आई मीन, आपका डायरेक्ट सेल्स, यू आर विजिटिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर एरिया, और आप यू आर मेकिंग पिक्चर्स ऑफ द बोर्ड्स, जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन वहां पे डिस्प्ले है, बोर्ड है. और कभी आप प्रोजेक्ट के अंदर भी चले जाएं तो यू विल गेट लॉट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन, अगर आप, इफ यू कैन मेक अ पिक्चर, अदरवाइज यू कैन राइट डाउन. नंबर 3 और नंबर 4 है आपका सेटिस्फाइड कस्टमर, एंड नंबर 5 इज ऑनलाइन डाटा.
राइट, ग्रेट. बहुत जबरदस्त रहा, बहुत जबरदस्त. These are the keys really. These are the keys, and even I have been correcting with this my hand also. Like this is for those जिनके साथ आपकी कुट्टी है, जो आपके दोस्त नहीं है. They are your competitors. Normally हम स्कूल में कहते थे कच्ची के पक्की. कच्ची के okay, and ये वो है जिनके साथ आपकी दोस्ती है. They are your peers. You have been with them. So almost everything is somehow connected. With this note, I would like to say thank you very much, and I would be inviting Neetu for sharing the verified jobs. Hi, Neetu.
Thank you very much for inviting, and take care. Have a nice day, weekend. Nice weekend. Okay. All of you. Bye.
Bye, Shahid.
Bye, Shahid. Hi, Neetu. It was long session today. You have been waiting for a very long time. First, I would like to say, yesterday and the previous 3 days, you have been doing wonderful, great live session of Daily Dose.
Thank you.
Today also, you have been stayed with us for a long time. We have exceeded a lot of time. But anyway, over to you. What are you sharing today?
So first, I will tell about our session that Naveed and Shahid were discussing. Naveed had a great talk with us, and he correctly explained the Charles Darwin's theory, survival of the fittest. And in this pandemic situation, we should. It is the one of the first theory that came but all the people now facing this pandemic situation, it will be great if they're following that theory, survival of the fittest. And in the session, he was telling great about how to be a good observer, how to do research, and how to do networking to do the sales, and it will also come in the job search. So I will go to the our today's job sharing, and
Yeah, survival of the fittest or survival of the immunity system.
yeah, yes, yes. So I will go directly to the job that we have. So the first job is the we are searching for an HR coordinator. Should be 2 years experience and must be in Dubai. And the job details are given in the page. You can visit and see. And the email address also is given here. To two email IDs are here, so you can apply directly, or you can directly apply by clicking here. The next job is for JCB operator, and we are looking for someone having heavy vehicle license holder, must be in UAE in visa, in visit visa or cancelled visa. Also, the email ID is given here. The next position is for AC technician. We are still looking for this category. Email ID is given here. You can apply directly to that. And the next job position is for BBQ maker. These jobs are like skilled workers they are looking. So it will be great if our people who are watching this can share. If you know anyone, you can share this job to their to the those people. And for BBQ maker, the job location is Sharjah, and you can apply to navafiz.com@gmail.com. Also, there is a number here. You can send your CVs to that number. And the other position is for product supervisor, and it is for Dubai location, and the job details are given here. Also, the email address is here. You can apply directly or apply for the position. And the other one is civil quality supervisor. And the details they have specifically tell 2+ years experience and bachelor degree. Date is also here. And those who doesn't meet the criteria don't waste time like that. And the email ID is also given here. And the next position is for relationship manager, and requirement is 1 to 2 years experience. It's mandatory, and knowledge in IT field. So the email address is also given here. These are the jobs that we have today. Over to you, Lucas.
Right, it was great, Nitu. And with this note, I would just like to say thank you. Thank you very much. And I would like to say thank you to our audience also. And tomorrow we have two sessions. One is on a little bit on a social concept, which we say not take it on a lighter note. It is about some of the social behaviors. It will be at 5 p.m. and then next we will be live with Amna Hussain, and we will be knowing about the personality and career and mission vision of Amna Hussain as a person, and what is her role in supporting job seekers and these kind of things. So if you have any questions related to that you want to ask, you can also share that. And keep in touch with Navafiz and share your ideas, comments. If you don't like anything, if you want anything to be changed, if you want any subject to be added, if you want to be part of Navafiz team, if you want to play a role on the screen, we are like an open platform. If you are able to present anything, you are most welcome. This is your platform. Like this is owned by job seekers and professionals of any gender, any nationality, any community. So most welcome anytime. And with this note, I would like to say thank you again and see you tomorrow. Take care. Allah